What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out.
But see, that's some real shit. You know, part of the self-mastery that we have and coming into that point, can't nobody tell you what you need to do. But in the process, people exploit what they see within us. Everybody told me to go to school. Everybody knew I was going to be, you know, the scholar guy and all of that shit. But I'm not even going to lie to you. I did it because it was easy. I never had to work for that shit. You feel me? I never had to put in effort for that shit. Like, and that was like, okay, that was a skill. That was a skill. That wasn't even a talent. Like being good in school, good grades in school, that was a skill. That wasn't a talent. That wasn't my gift. But because at the time growing up and not, you know, it's just like, all right, this is what it is. I just seen it as a skill. But you know what I'm saying? When you're telling me that, oh yeah, this is what you're gifted at. When they tell you that your skill is what you're gifted at, you don't even think to decide to push to the next levels. You feel what I'm saying? So that kind of played its role in a lot of the reality. But again, as I understood self-mastery, I knew that there was levels above it. So I seen what the skill was. And then that's when I made the conscious choice to unplug, because it taught me that going from the skill, I went to the talent. From the talent, I went to the gift. From the gift, once I seen all my gifts laid out, I said, yo, I'm giving, this is my gift, this is my gift, that's my gift. I merged them all. And that's why I made the decision that I made to say, okay, here's my purpose. Here's my purpose. Here's what I'm here in this world for. And that's what I'm building my career for now. That's what I'm building my life around now. I understand what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with my level of self-mastery. So now, when it comes to self-mastery, a lot of people be on some shit like, you gotta, you know, all of a sudden you're Zen master type shit. Like you don't operate. No, I still cuss. I still got my vices. I still have fun. I still live because that's what the fuck I can do. You feel what I'm saying? I am me, and I know that I am me, and I can do what the fuck I want to do, because once you get to a level of your own personal self-mastery where you don't do what the fuck you want to do on the strength that you don't give a fuck. You can do what the fuck you want to do on the strength that you understand consequences is, and as a logical adult who understands himself, you either gonna go for or against the consequences, and you understand how they're gonna play out, and you're willing to go through that. You know, when you lack that level of self-mastery, you just do shit and you complain about the aftermath of shit that happens to you. You know? I know a lot of people that say, I do what the fuck I want to do, and it's like, well, when the shit happens, it's like, you know, where do you go from there? You know? I live by a certain philosophy. One philosophy I live by is, you know, children ask for permission, adults ask for forgiveness, and God asks for neither. You feel me? Because within the bounds of that, I don't have to ask for forgiveness. I don't have to ask for your permission, because for one, I'm going to do what I need to do with my life anyway. And for two, it's going to be within the confines of what I feel is deemed construction and you know, progression for my life. So in that regard, you know, to figure out, once you figure out what your purpose is, and then you establish your career from there, you build from there, that's where you get to. But you know, you got to deal with the distractions. You got to still deal with all the other shit. Like, you're distracted when you want to be distracted, but it's like so much has been imposed upon us that we can't take that time to isolate. You feel what I'm saying? At least some point in your life, the universe is going to isolate you. The universe is going to make you isolate yourself to learn who the fuck you are. Either you're going to do it now, or you're going to do it later. Don't wait till later, because sometimes when you figure out who the fuck you are, and you about 50, 60 years old, and you realize that you wasted a lot of time, every phase of our life, I personally feel like life happens in cycles every 3 to 4 years. That's how I look at life. And I put that on the strength that, you know, since, you know, we added to our young adulthood, pubescent life and everything like that, everything is based off 3 to 4 cycles. Middle school's 3 years, high school's 4 years, college 4 years, master's degree 2 years. Like, these things happen in certain cycles, like just off of that level. But every event that happens in our life happens in, I feel like, 3 to 4 year spurts. So every point you're going to go through something that's going to pull you into an isolation phase. But see, what society has conditioned us to believe and shit is like, oh, you're supposed to be right. Like, you don't spend time with yourself. You're like, this is why a lot of motherfuckers that go to prison, when they get out, they're totally different people because they had time to sit in solitude confinement. Like, the motherfuckers that stayed in solitary confinement a lot, they stayed by themselves and stayed with their thoughts, and they was able to rationalize a lot of information within themselves. But it's like, take that time to isolate yourself. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay, because you need to go through the fire. You need to go through the fire.